So hey everybody, it's TR back with an update for January and a best of 2019. Yeah, I really had a great year overall. Not much to complain about there. Got to do quite a bit of fishing, which was the plan. And that might be the plan going forward. So stick around to the end and check that out, because it seems like some things that I thought were going to change are not going to change, and so we're going to be able to do some more fishing this summer. Anyway, the reason I'm so late with this is I've kind of been trying to sort all that out. But I think I finally have a plan starting to formulate, and so I'll share that with you after we get through the first half of 2019, best of. A lot of this footage you haven't seen, some of it you have, but a lot of it you haven't seen, and this starts in January and takes us up through, I guess it's probably the middle of August. I decided to do it in two parts because I had a lot of great content I want to share with you, but the video was getting a little long. So we start out in Tucson in January. So Happy New Year from snowy Tucson, Arizona. It is New Year's Day, and I just wanted to take a minute to say Happy New Year, everybody. Back on the road, yay! Can't tell you how excited I am to be rolling down the road here. I just stopped to do a safety check and use the built-in bathroom. I'm at exit, I don't know what exit it is, but I stopped here at US 191. That's usually my range from Tucson. So just got out and did my safety checks, and now we're gonna head on down the road a ways. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes out of Tucson right now. Well, I sure can tell that I haven't been driving much lately. Woo! Did a 500 miler today, Tucson to Santa Rosa, New Mexico, and I am whipped. We're up for day 2, getting ready to head on over to Arkansas to visit my dad for a while. I posted on Instagram yesterday that I had stayed at this Rio Pecos Ranch truck terminal before, and you know, it's a good spot. I mean, it's just here off the road in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. But I'm telling you what, here, let me show you. This dork next to me did everything wrong you can do as an RVer when you're boondocking, or when you're, you know, I guess parked on the side of the road. Here, just a second. So this guy pulls in last night. The first thing he does is fire up his generator, and the generator ran all night. And I'm like, okay, you know, it is what it is, guys. Well, I won't use an explicative here, but yeah. And then for about 3 hours last night, he had his security dockside lights on, which were blaring right into my bedroom window. And so I have 50-watt bulbs in my dockside lights. So I just got up and kicked him on. And about 5 minutes of that, he must have realized what he was doing, and he went over and shut his off, so I went and turned mine off. At one point, I could actually smell diesel fumes in my RV. I don't run my generator at night. I don't need to. I was in good shape when I got up this morning. Still had like half my battery capacity left. So anyway, if you're going to take some lessons from what not to do when you're, you know, pulling in and stopping for the night, you know, don't run your frickin' generator all night. I mean, Jesus, what are you, afraid of the dark? just getting ready to leave my dad's house here in Arkansas and head on over towards Colorado. I'm going to be stopping off in Denver for a couple days. On the way, I'll probably stop off in Russell, Kansas, just spend an overnight there. So let's get on the road. Yeah, I'm right out here at Silver Creek West. It's part of an Idaho Fish and Game access point and a campground that's in the area. But today we're all loaded up and ready to go. Let's go see if we can catch us some fish. So it's been 2 years since I've been here almost. It'll be August of 2017, the last time I was here. I was here for the total solar eclipse that occurred. In fact, the campsite where I was, you see right over my shoulder there, is about 2.5 miles, 3 miles off the center line of the actual eclipse itself. So it was pretty cool, but you can see why we're back to revisit. It's changed. Buddy. Oh! Another one, Bill. You see how that fly stopped moving? That means that... 1, 2, 3, 4. Right where I thought they would. Another one. Nice. I'm out of that rapid. Thank you. Oh, that's a nice fish. No need to. I thought I saw something flash. Man, picking them right up off those back of those riffles.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lo and behold, look who stopped by. It's Zac and Tiff from Rolling Vistas. It's kind of a funny story. I follow Tiffany and, well, I guess I follow Rolling Vistas on Instagram.
Just me.
Yeah, I don't matter.
Tiff runs their Instagram. But she posted a picture about a picture of Idaho and the sign, and I said, "Hey, you're close." And by the time everything got connected, it turns out they were they're lock docking down at Walmart, which is like 10 minutes from here. And I had to laugh because it's a bad thing when you recognize a rest area and you know where somebody is. But anyway, I just wanted to get them on camera. We did an outro for their channel. We're gonna do one for mine. And so thanks, guys. It's been real fun, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys, over the next little while up in Montana.
Yeah,
it
that's
sounds
gonna be a lot
we're
of
going
fun.
to be in close proximity to each other. So
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get a fishing rod in their hand and catch them some fish, maybe up there on the Madison River.
Cast it about 2 feet further upstream towards me. Okay? There you go. Get out just a little more line and do that again.
Start with a big hook and then go to a smaller hook, because you kind of get the feel for the pattern, you know how it works, and then it's a matter of changing the proportions. Okay, the thing of it is you can take the tip. If I had my glasses on, I could see this better. Take the tip of that forceps, tweezers, and hold it right where you want that thread knot to be. Okay. It's fine. You go.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. 3, 4.
You made this look alike. Yeah, it's trippy.
Takes some time to practice for sure. We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Till we get together the next time. Peace. I had a blast hanging out with Zac and Tiff last summer. It was so much fun getting them out on the water and getting them hooked on fly fishing. I just can't tell you how much, he kept trying to pay me, and I just like, no, payment enough is that you got into fly fishing and you enjoyed it and you started to understand it for the sport it is and the challenge it is. And they both got into it. They went out and bought fly rods the next day after our first day on the water. And then, as you saw in the video, we were out and took them down, got them right on the water. First thing, kind of showed them how to at least get the fly out there. Not a lot of finesse on it, but we still had a lot of fun. We didn't catch any fish that first day. At least Zac and Tiff did, and I did, and then one of the kids we were with did. Let's see, what was their names? I'll have to look. Let's see, the Cattywampus Bus, that's who they were. Ashley and Derek, I think, were their names. Great kids. We had a blast with them. They joined up with us on our first day of Zac and Tiff out fishing. And then I got to show them how to tie their own flies. And I'm not sure I forgot to ask if they actually caught something on a fly they tied. But nonetheless, I think we had a blast. I had been planning some changes. And I was thinking that I was going to have to go to Arkansas to be close to my dad, but I got there at Christmas time, and nothing's really changed. He's doing just fine on his own. And I don't want to crowd him, and I guess I want to be a little selfish and get as many more days, weeks, months of traveling around and doing kind of what I want to do before I have to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just head on out for the year. The plan is kind of loosely formulating right now, and so I want to stop and send out a request. If you're out there and you're a fly fisherman and you want to fish, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're at and what the best time to come is, and I'll see if I can make arrangements, if I can kind of work out a schedule and it's not involving thousands of miles of driving, but I'll come up and we'll go out fishing for a day, and we'll see what kind of response I get to that. If the response is light or there's not a lot of it out there, then I'll probably just go and do some more fishing this summer. I'm sure I'll be in Idaho for a while. I really haven't formulated it. I kind of wanted to get this out and get it known that I was looking for fishing friends that might want to do fishing. Preferably, let's say, Colorado and west, but I would consider going up to the northeast if I get enough response from up there, because I've long wanted to go up and fish those streams in Maine, Connecticut, Vermont, New York, New Hampshire, all those areas up there that are known to have great fly fishing trout streams. You know, I am very much a trout fisherman, although I will fish for anything. I don't have gear for anything but fly fishing and bait fishing. So, you know, if you want to go bass fishing, that'd be cool too. You'll just have to provide me with a pole and the setups. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I just wait to see what kind of response I get in the comments. If I don't get a lot of response there, then the plan will probably be maybe into New Mexico, up into Colorado, over to Wyoming, back into Idaho, back into Utah, Nevada, and then back to Tucson for winter. There is a slight chance, and I've kind of been evaluating this as well, about maybe heading down to South Padre Island. I have some friends that I met at Pocatello Wells a couple of years ago, the Leaping Lizard RV Park, when I was out visiting Biogeo there in SoCal. But they spend their winters down there, and it looks like they have a lot of fun. They're real close to the beach. I've done some research, and the rentals are fairly inexpensive. I mean, you can get really fancy and spend a lot of money, but that's probably not my bag. I'll probably go budget. That's the way I like to run, and that is something I'm considering as well. So if you're already a fly fisherman, or you want to learn how to fly fish, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're at and what the best time to come would be. Usually the seasons vary as you work around the country. But I'll see if I can put together some kind of a reasonable schedule where I'm not running thousands of miles a week, and come up and go fishing with you. We'll spend the day fishing. That pretty much gets us through, the middle of August. And then coming up is my only hard stop for the year, the only thing I absolutely had planned, and I kind of had the year set up that way so I could just go do exactly what I wanted. And that was a wedding that I photographed for some friends of mine's daughter who I've known since she was just a baby. So that's coming up in part 2. You'll want to stick around for that wedding. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all those social things. I surely appreciate that. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you really want to help me, I have an Amazon store that I'd love it if you could go over and check that out. If you find anything in there you think might be useful. It's mostly all RVing things. I have my tech stack in there, what I'm shooting with, and my computer that I built last year to edit videos on. So that's all over on the Amazon store. Appreciate it if you want to go over and check that out. And if you really want to help me out, go over to my website and just poke around, take a look at things. Spend a few minutes over there checking out some of my photography. And if you ever mind, click on one of the ads. That really helps a lot too. But for now, it's time to go. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Till next time, peace.